And now we check back in with Brandis Friedman, who's co-anchoring tonight's show from Navy Pier as part of our Chicago Tonight in Your Neighborhood series. Brandis, looks like you got out of the elements a little bit there.
Yeah, we found a better spot. We're a few yards from where we started off, and it's surprisingly a lot better right here. So right now we are joined by Payal Patel. She's the communications director for Navy Pier. Thank you so much for meeting us out here in these conditions. First, tell us a little bit about this location and where we are on the pier briefly.
We are at Offshore Rooftop and Bar on Navy Pier. This is the largest rooftop bar in North America. It was actually the largest rooftop in the world and documented by Guinness Book of World Records. So this is an iconic and treasured place for us at the pier, newly reopened.
Now, we know that a phased reopening is beginning for Navy Pier starting tomorrow. What's in the works?
So the first phase of the pier's reopening includes outdoor spaces for the most part, North and South Dock, Polk Brothers Park, Pier Park. And what's great about Pier Park's reopening is that the rides and attractions will be a part of this reopening. It wasn't last year when we temporarily closed after the pandemic hit in March. We weren't able to reopen our iconic rides and attractions like the Centennial Wheel, the Pepsi Wave Swinger. That'll now be reopened, and we're excited to get people back on the rides safely. We'll be doing thorough cleaning after every use, and only people you came with will enter the gondola with you.
Okay, so what won't be open for visitors when they make their way back down?
So indoor spaces, including the Fifth Third Bank Family Pavilion, the inside food court areas, that's not quite part of this phased reopening. The second phase will include them. So we're just easing our way back in, seeing how things go in these next coming weeks, and then sometime in May, we anticipate on reopening all of our indoor spaces as well.
How would you describe the impact on some of the businesses here over this past year as it regards to restaurants and such?
Yeah, there are nearly 70 businesses across the entire pier. That includes retail shops, restaurants, tour boats, and cruises. So all had been impacted obviously by Navy Pier's temporary closure, but that closure was done with them in mind. With the intention of getting them to the other side of the pandemic. The operational costs would just have been too high when there's not enough revenues and attendance coming in. So we've helped a lot of them make it to this other side. Most of them are coming back, and we're so thrilled to see them come back. So some of the restaurants will be opening as part of this first phase. The outdoor patios, and then those that have the capacity to manage people inside can do so. Then the retail shops will be part of the second phase of the reopening. But it's great to see them all come back.
Yeah. Now, Navy Pier, you also often host, conventions, art shows, other major events. Any idea on, when those might begin to return?
Well, today's great news that the mayor announced will be so advantageous for Navy Pier, right? Because Navy Pier is a popular place for private events, consumer shows, weddings. And so while the private consumer shows are going to take a little bit of time, today's news will help us move in the right direction for private events that relate to weddings and corporate events. And the great news about not having those who are fully vaccinated count against your capacity limit restrictions, that's going to be so great for us to be able to host those people that want to have those private spaces, including here at Offshore. You could host your wedding here, and now the capacity will probably be more flexible to accommodate.
Also, and you've opened a new hotel as of late as well within the last year. So Payal Patel, Communications Director for Navy Pier, thank you so much for joining us. And Paris, we'll have to send it back to you for now.